Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maryam, a student of Lagos State University, and today we'll be diving into another fundamental concept in physics, which is the Newton's first law of motion.
Alright, let's get started. Newton's first law of motion. Newton's first law of motion, also known as the law of inertia, states that a body remains in its state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line unless a net force is applied or acts upon it. In simpler terms, things tend to keep doing what they are already doing unless something causes them to change. That's what the Newton's first law of motion is explaining. This first law introduced the concept of inertia. Inertia is the resistance or reluctance of a body to change in its state of rest or uniform motion. The greater the mass of an object, the greater its inertia. For example, it is easier to push a bicycle than a car because the mass of a car is higher than the mass of the bicycle. So the higher the mass of an object, the higher the mass of the inertia, which means that the inertia of a car is higher than the inertia of a bicycle. Now let's look at the real world example. First, we have the stationary object. Imagine a book lying at rest. The book will continue to lie at rest unless an external force acts upon it. This concept explains the first law of motion, which says that a book at rest or an object at rest will continue to stay at rest. Now, a moving object. Let's assume this is a ball. It will continue to roll on the field unless an external force acts upon it. An external force like a kick acts upon it. It will continue to roll on a constant motion unless an external force acts upon it. This also explains the concept of the first law of motion, which states that an object or a body will continue to move on a motion unless a body on motion will continue to move on a motion unless an external force acts upon it. To sum up, Newton's first law of motion or the law of inertia explains that object or body at rest will remain at rest, or object or body at motion will remain in motion unless a net external force is applied or acts upon it. This concept is fundamental to our understanding of motion and is widely applicable in everyday life and technology, just the way you can see it in the stationary object where our book just lie down, not moving except an external force act upon it, or a rolling ball that moves without no obstruction except an external force act upon it. I hope you found this explanation helpful and engaging. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more physics insight. Thanks for watching, and I would like to see you in the next video.